Hey, and welcome to Home Reviews. Today we got our new vacuum cleaner in. This is the Deebot T20 Omni. You can see the sticker here. It's posted on every side, and it's because it is heavy. Now, if you look in the background there, you're going to see, not my cat's tail, but you'll see the Deebot we currently have setting back there. And to be honest with you, I'm not crazy about it. It's definitely had its days. So we decided to upgrade and invest in this T20 model, which is supposed to have a lot more features, including, you can see here the Omni Station, which is this great big box here. Not the actual box here, but the box here that you see that the sweeper sets in. It has hot water mop washing, the Omni Turbo 2.0 auto lift mopping, but 6,000 PA suction power, that is a lot. So I'm anxious to see how well that works, especially around our cat's litter boxes. It has true mapping and true detect 3D, so this is supposed to help to pick up obstacles that it finds on the floor and actually work around them. So I'm interested in figuring all this stuff out. If you guys want to check out the Deebot, I'll put some links below that'll take you to the website where you can learn more about them or pick them up. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox this, get it all set out to see what we got. We got everything out of the box, and this Omni Station is big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It is pretty heavy, but obviously if you want this thing to hold water and you want it to be able to auto clean your the pads that go on the bottom of this and to empty the water out of here and refill it, you need something. But I also like the fact that it's all hidden in this nice little station here. Now you'll see down here it also comes with a power cord, which we're going to hook up to this. You have a quick start guide here that shows you everything you need to do to get started. So you're going to install your side brushes, which you can see we have here. These go on the bottom and they just snap in super easy. The Omni Station we're going to plug in. We're going to add some water to the tank. So let's go ahead and open this. And you can see we got some foam in there to hold everything secure. It was a good idea. And then you have your tanks right here. It's one tank, and then you have another tank. So one's going to be for clean water and one is going to be for dirty water. And the other thing is you'll notice a little button here, and this will actually start and stop the cleaning. So even if it's out somewhere else, if you're over here, if you hit this button, it's going to stop it. Now, what I love about this, and that's different from some of the others I've seen that does the mopping, is that not only does it auto empty the dirty water and refill new water, but it also, right here, has a drawer, and it will also empty the dustpan that's inside of your Deebot. Now, a couple little accessories that came with it. You can see you got a nice little brush here you can use to help keep things clean. And this here, I love this little tool. It's came with all the Deebots we've had, and you can use this to help keep your Deebot clean. And you'll see on the end here, that's actually a razor. And you take that up underneath the Deebot when strings and stuff gets wrapped up around, and you can just simply just swipe it and just cut all that stuff off there really fast and easy. So let's take more of a look at this, and then we're going to get it set up, get it charged, and get it running. I definitely love the look of this new Deebot better than I do my old one. It's just much more sleek, clean looking. You still have your button here on off. Now on the other ones, this back part lifted up. Oh, it looks like the whole top part lifts off on this one. So instead of lifting up a flap like you normally do on the other, which I really liked, you got to take the whole top of it off. But here you can see you have access to your dustpan. Right here it has a filter in it as well. Put it in there, shove down the handle to lock it in. This is where you're going to turn it on and off and also sync it up to your Wi-Fi. And then you can also use these buttons to stop it, to pause it, or resume it. Now, if we take a look at the front of it, you can see it's got a cover there, and it has 3 different things on there. It says True Detect, and I guess they're different ways of viewing your room, viewing objects, being able to go around them. They're just different sensors placed throughout it. Looking at the bottom of it, it is a little bit similar to the other ones, except for these 2 holes here, which are what holds your new mop pads. And these things are much bigger than I thought they was going to be. They are almost the whole size of my hand. So by the time you get 2 of these put in here and snapped on, that's going to cover a lot of area when it's out running on your floor. And then you have your brush here, which obviously turns and collects and sweeps up all your dust, dirt, hair, fur, everything that's on the floor. And if you ever want to clean it out, you got 2 little tabs here you squeeze in. That comes right off. And then you can lift this out and you can clean it up. So let's go ahead and get everything put on here. We're going to go ahead and get our brushes. and you can see they just snap right down in there until they click. Get the other one, turn it until it goes down, then shove it. They both snap in, and you can see how they do lift, how they go down, and then how they also lift. And that's what it's talking about by the lifting feature that's available in this. So if it knows if it's on carpet, these mop pads lift up so they're not actually turning and washing your carpet when it should be using it on the hardwood floor. And that also makes it easier for everything on the floor to be cleaned up and sucked up right up through this area. Next, let's go ahead and put our brushes in, and they're even color coded for us. You can see green here, and that is green. And these just snap right over top of these. That way, if you need to replace them, because these do wear out after a while, basically these just kind of turn and rotate in a circular motion as it's moving. So it draws stuff inwards on both sides this way, so it goes straight into here. Just snap that one on, and then we'll do the same with this one. And that one. And that's all there is to getting this set up and ready to go. Now what I need to do is fill up this one compartment with clean water. We're going to get this base plugged up. We're going to try to get this charged up some. And then we're going to look more at the app also and how this works and how well it works. So we almost got everything ready. I've got my sweeper over here, the Omni station. I have my water tank, which you can see I took out of there. And I'm going to go ahead and put that back in. And this actually holds quite a bit of water. And we're going to close the lid. Now you can see my lights on because I've got the white cord plugged up. And one thing I do love about this is that the white cord actually goes flush back up against the back, so you can shove this up closer to the wall. So the next step is to download the app. I'm going to do that right now. Then we're going to connect the Deebot with the app, let it charge, and then let it run. Okay guys, so we're going to get this synced up to the app, and right now you can see where I have my current Deebots. I actually have one in my bedroom, one in my basement, and one in my living room. So we're going to go over one more. We're going to click on Add.
Ready for network setup.
Now we're going to give it a name. I'm just going to call this living room since it's going to be the new one. Time zone, and it looks like it needs updated, so we'll do that. Now that we got it synced up to our phone, it says we hold down the button there on the front for about 3 seconds, and it's supposed to enter the Omni station and charge.
Back to station. Start charging.
Okay, so you can hear it now. It's getting itself all set up to go. It's filling up with water. So I'm going to go ahead and let this charge, and then once it's done, we're going to let it do some cleaning. So the Deebot's charged up and ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let it map the top part of our house, which is probably around 2,500 square foot. Now, once we're done mapping the house, we're going to take a look at the map, see how well it did. So we got it running. You can see it's mapping now. It actually, this version of it has voice recognition, but you can see right now how it's going around and it's actually doing a quick mapping, which is much faster so far than the previous versions of the Deebots that I've used. So since this has better sensors and better technology, it doesn't actually have to go across every single path like it normally does when it sweeps or mops to map it out. Instead, it actually goes around, it scans, it can see everything much better and much easier. It creates the map, as you can see there. The further it goes, the more it's creating. So we're going to let it finish. We'll see what this looks like. Okay, so I just want to show you a little bit about this app, because this new version with the app, it has so many more features. I'm not going to go over all of them just because that would be a whole nother video, but I just want to take you through and show you a little bit. So if we enter Smart Cleaning, it's going to take you in. It's going to show you the rooms that it mapped out. You can see here room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have different options here. You have the Y for, I don't know if it's pronounced as Yico or not, but it answers to that. It's YIKO. You got housekeeper mode where you can turn it on and it just goes and cleans. You have here where you can choose area and you can choose what area you want it to clean. You have auto. You have furniture. So this is the 3D map that it created and it is very accurate. It looks really good. You have custom where you can just custom mark certain areas, and I love this feature because if we make a mess in just one area of the house, maybe an evening we have some kind of a event where people are staying in a particular area, we can just send it over to that area to clean it instead of cleaning everything. And then you have your station features. So if I click that, you see you have different options here for mop cleaning pads, emptying, hot air dry. There's just so much stuff here. Mopping mode, edge deep cleaning, carpet cleaning strategy, quick cleaning. You can just see it goes on and on. But what we're going to do, we're going to get it running here and just see how well it does cleaning. So we got the new vacuum all set up. It's all charged up. It's already mapped everything. It took it like less than 10 minutes to go entirely around my house to map it, which is amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a custom setup for it to clean this area right here so you guys can see. And I've got a few things I'm going to be putting on the floor. So we're going to crumble up some chips, a little bit of mustard. We're going to pour some red liquid on there. And it says it can move around objects too that it sees on the floor. So this is a cat toy with a string on it. I'm going to see if it's actually going to detect it and go around it, or if it's going to sweep up that little string with it. So that'll be really impressive if it can dodge this whole thing and the string. So let me go ahead and get this started, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so my overall thoughts. You can see my two Deebots down there. I absolutely love the new one compared to the old one, especially the mopping feature. It mops so much better than the previous version. You can see down there, the black one, just has the pad on the bottom, which kind of lowers and just wipes as it goes and sprays water. This one here actually scrubs, and it has a deep cleaning feature in the app, so where it'll even go over multiple times, which you've seen it do in this video. Now you can see there are some chips here still on the floor. I wish they would find a better way to do this. Because you're on a hardwood floor, if you do have things that are really light, like pieces of chips, the bristles may hit them and knock them around instead of taking them up underneath of the sweeper. I love the fact that it has new sensors on it, so it detects things on the floor and it will go around them, including things like this that has strings on it, so I don't have to constantly go and untangle something from underneath of it. You can also see over here there's no residue from the mustard or the red Kool-Aid drink that I had here, so it cleaned both of those up very well. I love the fact that the app gives you so many more options to use with this one than you did with the previous Deebot. So am I happy with it? Overall, yes, I am very happy with it, especially since we do have a bigger home that takes quite a bit of time to sweep and mop ourselves, especially if we're going to have company over. Now we can just get on the app, hit start, and it's going to go take care of it for us. And it makes it even better that you can talk to it and tell it what to do, including what areas you want it to clean. There's just so much you can do with this. So if you guys are interested in it, I'll put that link below the video so you can go check it out on Amazon and see if there's any current promotions or deals going on with it at this time. That's it for this video, guys. Take care.